The Blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam declared, every prophet warned his people about the Antichrist, about Dajjal, the false Messiah. And the Prophet Noah warned his people. But I say to you something that none have ever said before me. The Antichrist sees with one eye, his left eye. He's blind in the right eye. It looks like a bulging grape. But your Lord is not one-eyed. Between his eyes, on his forehead, is written the word kafir, disbeliever. And every mu'min will be able to read it. A mu'min is the one who has accepted the religion, the true religion, but has not only accepted it with the lips, but the truth has entered into the heart. The one who has faith is a mu'min. And so every mu'min will be able to read and recognize disbeliever. Whether that mu'min is literate or illiterate. Well, then why is it that the one who is a disbeliever cannot read? How come? The one who has faith can read. The one who has no faith cannot read. So maybe we should send him to the eye specialist to have his eyes examined. Why can't you read? But the report comes back from the eye specialist, perfect vision, no glaucoma, no cataract. His eyes are perfect. Well, then why can't he read? Even though his eyes are perfect. And why is it that the one who has faith can read and recognize kafir, disbeliever? Maybe that the one who has faith is not reading with these eyes. Do we have any other eyes beside these eyes? Do we have any other ears beside these ears? Do we have any other means of acquiring knowledge other than through sense perception and rationality, through observation? The modern godless world says no. The Qur'an says yes. The Qur'an says that the heart can see. The Qur'an says that the heart can hear. When faith enters into the heart, then Allah puts nur in the heart, light. And with that light, the heart can see what these eyes cannot see. And so now it is plain and clear that when the one who has faith is seeing, he's seeing with more than these eyes. He's seeing with the heart. And so now it is also plain and clear that when Dajjal sees with the left eye, it symbolizes external vision. When Dajjal is blind in the right eye, it symbolizes internal blindness. With this introduction, we understand now that when we're dealing with the subject of the Antichrist, there is a lot of symbolism involved in it. Religious symbolism, which needs to be interpreted. In previous lectures, we were told about a divine promise which was communicated to the Israelite people, that Allah was going to send a prophet who would be known as Masih, the Messiah, and who would rule the world with justice, confirmed by Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. He would be Hakimun Adil. He would rule the world with justice. From the throne of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam, the Prophet David, and with a rule which would be eternal. But when that promise was communicated, the Israelites were out there in Babylon, and the Holy Land was occupied. The Israelite people understood that if the Messiah was to fulfill this divine promise, there were certain logical implications which followed. Number one, that he would have to liberate the Holy Land. Number two, that he would have to bring the believers back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. Number three, that he would have to restore the holy state of Israel, founded by David and Solomon, Allah's blessings be upon them. And number four, that this holy state of Israel would have to become once again the ruling state in the world. And then the Messiah could rule the world from the throne of David alayhi salam, with a rule which would be eternal. After almost 100 years in Babylon, suddenly things began to happen, and the Holy Land was liberated. The Persian Empire defeated Babylon, and the Israelite people were allowed to return to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own, and to restore the holy state of Israel. And the temple, or the masjid, built by Solomon alayhi salam, was rebuilt. And so the Israelite people are now excited. The excitement has reached fever pitch. The Messiah must be around the corner. The golden age is coming back. We're going to rule the world one more time. And sure enough, the Messiah came. But when the Messiah arrived, the son of Mary, while some of them accepted him, the establishment, the rabbis, the priests, rejected him. Why did they reject the Messiah? Answer: because Allah tested them. And because they were seeing with only one eye, they failed the test. They said, وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنْ هَذَا, they said that his mother had committed that enormous sin. And they said that this baby was a bastard. If they had seen with two eyes, with the internal eye, then they would have known, oh no, appearance and reality were completely opposite to each other with this baby. That she was still a virgin and she gave birth to the baby. But they did not see with the internal eye. And today's lecture reminds the speaker and the audience that unless we see with the internal eye, we will be deceived in so many different ways. And then when they saw him die on the cross before their very eyes, he could not have been the Messiah. Why? He is dead. He is dead. And the Holy Land is under Roman occupation. He is dead. He never ruled the world from the throne of David, alayhi salam. The golden age never came back, but he's dead. And so it is now confirmed beyond the shadow of a doubt. He could not have been the Messiah. What they did not know, and no one knew, for 600 years no one knew it, until the Qur'an came down, was that no, they did not kill him. No, they did not crucify him, but rather appearance and reality were completely opposite to each other. And Allah raised him. And one day he's coming back. And when he comes back, regardless of resolutions of the Security Council of the United Nations, when he comes back, he is going to rule the world. He will rule the world with justice. And he will rule the world from the holy state of Israel, built on the foundations of the religion of Abraham, alayhi salam. And that is Islam. And his rule will be eternal. But they did not know that. And so they're waiting for the Messiah to come. Prophet Muhammad, Allah's blessings be upon him, then informed that Allah had created a being and Allah had committed to that being the mission of impersonating the Messiah, pretending that he is the Messiah. So he is the great pretender. And that he is known as Dajjal. Al-Masih Dajjal. Dajjal, the false Messiah, or the Antichrist. Dajjal means one who deceives. And so the Antichrist has a PhD in deception. In everything connected with the Antichrist, appearance and reality are opposite to each other. If the Antichrist is to successfully impersonate the true Messiah. It follows that he also must attempt to rule the world from Jerusalem with what would appear to be eternal rule. Only then can he declare, I am the Messiah. If he is to do that and convince the Jews that he is indeed the Messiah, then it follows logically, number one, he would have to liberate the Holy Land for the Jews. Number two, he would have to bring them back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. Number three, he would have to restore a state of Israel in the Holy Land and get them to believe that this is the holy Israel of David and of Solomon, alayhim as-salam. Of course it would not be. It would be an impostor. Then they would be convinced. And finally, he would have to cause that state of Israel to become the ruling state in the world. Only then would he be able to rule the world from Jerusalem. Then he can get up and say, I am the Messiah. And they would believe that he is indeed the Messiah. And then he could rub his hands and he can say, mission accomplished. I give him a 6 for a 9. The Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam once suspected that a Jewish boy in Medina was the Antichrist. The boy's name was Ibn Sayyad. So he took his companion Umar radiallahu ta'ala with him to go and question the boy. The boy was very disrespectful in his answers. And Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was very angry. He said, O Messenger of Allah, give me permission. I cut off his head. The Prophet said, no, Umar, no. If he is the Antichrist, you cannot kill him. And if he is not, then it would be sinful to kill him. May I repeat that so it sinks in? If he is the Antichrist, you cannot kill him. And if he is not the Antichrist, it would be sinful to kill him. Implying that the possibility exists that he can be the Antichrist or Dajjal. But that possibility could only exist if the Antichrist has been released into the world. And so implicit in this event is a message which is being communicated to the world, that the release of Dajjal, the release of the Antichrist into